Okay, let's jump right in today. We're doing a deep dive into Revelation chapter 20.
A really significant chapter. It covers that 1,000-year period, some key resurrections, and, well, the final judgments.
Absolutely, it's packed. And it starts with this incredibly vivid image, doesn't it? An angel.
Descending from heaven, yeah, holding a key and a great chain.
The key to the abyss, specifically. And this angel basically grabs the dragon.
Right. And the text leaves no doubt who that is, the ancient serpent, the devil, Satan. He's seized,
And then bound with that chain, thrown into the abyss.
locked and sealed in. And there's a very specific time frame mentioned.
1,000 years, that's the famous millennium.
Exactly. And the purpose is stated pretty clearly, too.
To keep him from deceiving the nations, right? For that whole period.
For the 1,000 years, yes.
Yeah.
But there's that important note that he will be released afterward.
For a short time. So it's a temporary binding at this stage.
Precisely.
Okay.
Now, while Satan's locked away, the scene shifts. We see thrones.
And people seated on them, given authority to judge.
And it seems connected to who we see next, the souls of martyrs.
Yeah, those beheaded for their testimony, for Jesus and the Word of God.
And it adds that detail.
Yeah.
They hadn't worshipped the beast or taken its mark.
A specific group. And the text says they came to life.
And reigned with Christ for that same 1,000 years. This is explicitly called.
The first resurrection.
Yes. And it makes a contrast, saying the rest of the dead didn't come to life until the 1,000 years were over.
So sort of a two-stage resurrection happening here.
Seems that way. And those in this first resurrection, they're called blessed and holy.
Right. And the second death, whatever that is exactly, has no power over them.
And they're priests of God and Christ, reigning with him for the 1,000 years. It's a role both authority and service.
Okay, so fast forward. The 1,000 years end.
And just as foretold, Satan is released from his prison.
And what does he do immediately? Goes out to deceive the nations.
Gog and Magog are mentioned here, representing nations from all over. He gathers them for one last battle.
A huge number, like the sand of the sea, it says.
They march across the earth, surround God's people, the beloved city.
But the battle is, well, it's over before it starts, almost.
Fire comes down from heaven and just devours them. A swift end to the rebellion.
And the devil, the one who started it all.
His fate is sealed, thrown into the lake of burning sulfur.
Where the beast and the false prophet already are, apparently.
Yes, and the text adds they'll be tormented day and night forever. Pretty final.
Okay, so evil's dealt with. Then comes the climax, really. The judgment.
The great white throne appears. God is seated on it. The description is immense. Earth and sky flee from his presence.
Wow. And standing before this throne.
The dead, great and small, everyone,
And books are open.
plural, recording what they had done.
But there's another book mentioned specifically.
Yes, another book, which is the book of life. That seems distinct,
And the judgment happens based on what's in those first books, their deeds.
according to what they had done, yes. The sources are clear. The sea, death, Hades, they all give up the dead they hold.
So everyone is judged.
Everyone is judged based on their deeds. Then death and Hades themselves,
They get thrown into the lake of fire.
which the text explicitly defines right here. This is the second death.
The lake of fire is the second death. Okay.
And then the final statement about individuals.
Anyone whose name was not found in the book of life?
They were also thrown into the lake of fire. So inclusion in that book seems critical alongside deeds.
It's quite a sequence. The binding, the reign, the release, the final battle, and then this ultimate judgment.
It really ties together threads of resurrection, judgment based on actions, and this concept of the book of life.
So thinking about all this, the 1,000-year reign, the resurrections, this final judgment weighing deeds, and the book of life, what does this specific vision suggest to you about what holds eternal significance?